Hey, good morning. I've been streaming every day, and that I always have guests, and I'm expecting to have zero people, but it always seems like people show up. But I know there's somebody else streaming, so nobody's gonna show up, and I'm gonna do it by myself. And no toxicity. That's the bottom line. No toxicity, and I could just like be here by myself. Now, oh wow, two people. So, man, this is an interesting fragrance right here. Calvin Klein Obsession. Oh my god. Ah, this stuff is like what is it? Like a spicy amber. I don't know. My light's on, so I'm trying to get a little bit. I need. Okay, what's up? How you doing, friend? You're one of the people actually, because I've been taking the streams down because it gets like political and like really off topic. I've had some drunk guests. I love my drunk guests. I love them, but it's it's uncontrollable. And like I try to say, hey, like don't talk about that, don't talk about this. And it's just kind of like it's interesting, but it's not for YouTube. Like if I was hanging out with Rocket, it would be interesting. If we were going to the art district, it would be interesting. If Duncan came over here, it would be interesting. And I would really like to talk about that. But this is sort of a platform, and I do make money from the internet, but not from YouTube. And so I don't want to mix all that. That's the bottom line. I don't have any super chats or whatever. You know, I do have a PayPal. That's Mr. Miami Cuddles if you want. I don't know. But like it's I don't really I mean it's nice, but like, everybody likes money. So in Eugene's stream, there was a girl and she said her favorite fragrance is what's up, mousse. You used to super chats. Listen, so when I used to get the super chats, um, I didn't like having to say it, and they're like, "Read the super chats, read the super chats." I'm like, but it really only was like $6 in the end, so it's not something where I don't want to be bothered. It takes. I have a short attention span anyway, so I have like I have to be like full steam ahead, and that gets me off track. Still a good fragrance, man. I think I sprayed some Calvin Klein Obsession in my coffee, and if I did, I'm gonna be upset. Let me see if my coffee smells like. No, it smells like coffee. Shout out! I got 5 people in here. I don't want to be compared with Dan. No, so the truth is, so Eugene was streaming, and I rather just sit back and watch Eugene stream than me stream. And with Brandon, I love Brandon. I like to say his name like that too. But he's not streaming. I think he is the ultimate 3 a.m. streamer, and I'm just trying to kind of fill the gap. And when he comes back, or if he streams, I don't stream because I want to sit back and be entertained by him because he's very introspective. You know, he's very introspective. I think it's interesting at 3 a.m. to listen to somebody that's introspective. That gets all into their emotions. And yeah, the begging for super chats used to drive me nuts, dude. It, like I have attention deficit disorder, and so I would like dance streams, and like I would get anxiety when he asked for super chats, and I gave him some super chats or whatever in the past, but the thing is, it ruined my head. Like I want to be straightforward. I can't take any detours. my mind doesn't work like that, and it would just drive me nuts. It's like fragrances are supposed to be relaxing. Fragrances are our common bond. Fragrances are our common bond. I like things that make me relax. I was just like on my massage chair, and I like that, and I like anything. I mean, I'm retired. I've been through a lot, and also 25 years of teaching. Overall, and you know, noise from the kids and this and that, and it's just there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety, and it's less like you're getting heart palpitations at work. It's just like too much, and you'd be like, if you work around kids, the thing is with kids is there's noise. There's like noise pollution. It's true. You know, and like it's most of the time they're quiet, but that noise will drive you nuts. I've seen teachers go crazy. Shut up. I had like a little system to make the kids quiet. Like I go around and give them gummy bears, and I had a chart system with green, yellow, and red because I taught the little kids at the end for a few years. And I liked working with the little kids. I prefer working with the little kids. Working in high school, you're dealing with fights, breaking up big fights. It's crazy. High school is crazy, but it's good to talk about things other than frags. Yeah, no, I enjoy talking about other things other than frags. I understand that, but it gets too far where you can't keep it public. It gets too far where you can't talk about certain things, and it gets too far to make it public. And I want to make a stream so Eric can watch it. Fernando's here, but he'll probably go to sleep because he has to go to work. Um, but yeah, it gets too far. We could talk about like Elon Musk and this and that. It's okay, but it goes too far. And it's like certain things I don't want to, put that out there, Not everybody's going to look at that the same way. Some like one of the other YouTubers, he talks about SEX, and I don't think that's smart either. But it's his thing. And I guess it's supposedly a thing in 2024. I've never discussed that topic in my entire life, to be honest. And I think at one point I wanted to fit in, but like it felt awkward. And I personally have no problem with Dan asking for super chats, but I think he finally realized that Fragcom is a very small community, and he will never have the amount of money he is expecting. Yeah, well, if you're into politics, you'll make money. But the thing is, fragrances are a very safe thing to talk about, right? It's so when you're putting yourself out there, I mean, honestly, the stuff, Rocket talks about, there's money to be made off of those kind of streams. You understand? There's money to be made to discuss those kind of things because it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. Fragrances aren't entertaining. But yeah, like the lead attorney, he's saying things that like somebody like me, I wouldn't say, but he's making big bucks. The lead attorney. I don't know if any of you know the lead attorney. He's the number 3 biggest. He grosses the most with live streams. The lead attorney. So yeah, he talks about what's going on with New York and Fulton County and Atlanta. So but it's interesting. He has a background in law. He dresses up in a tie. He has like an assistant with him or like a co-host, and it's a really great show. And he has thousands of people watching. Very intelligent guy and very entertaining. And he actually sells a book, how to live stream. I mean, the lead attorney, if you ever, um, he has a great show, and he's entertaining, and he'll say, kind of things that are kind of iffy, and you know, I don't know. It's sort of like you could make money with those kind of streams, but with fragrance, you're not really breaking the barrier. You're not breaking the barrier. It's like, oh man, you're speaking the truth. No, I'm just talking about a cologne. There's no speaking the truth. You're not putting yourself out there to be attacked. For the FBI to come over to your house or something. It's just, you know, with Tim Pool, he's had the FBI break, come to his house a few times, or his studio. So it's like risky stuff. But this is like, you're not gonna get. I don't even know. I don't think in fragrances or watches, and watches are the dumbest. I'd say the dumbest hobby, because I used to wear a watch and I hated wearing a watch, and I'm like, I guess it made me feel older, and I was in my 20s, but I just needed to know the time. Uh, Now I have the phone, you know. It's like jewelry. I don't know. I don't get the whole watch thing, and it's like if I had an old watch, I'd sell it to someone like Dan, and I'd make some money. I'm like, Dan, here's this watch that's from 1965. Give me 5 grand. I was like, shit. Well, I'm not going to use it. My brother has, like, some watches are worth 100,000, like the real expensive watches, and he has a few of them, and he has them on some kind of like a spinner thing. I don't know, but like he's really into that. I'm just like I just and he asked me if I wanted one, and I'm like, no, because I know I would probably sell it because I wouldn't wear it. Like, it's a nice gesture, but you know, he had vintage cars. He offered me a vintage car one time. I'm like, nah, that's cool. I don't like taking stuff too much. It's like, I don't know. I don't. I like to give, but I don't have things to give. But like I gave Danim those 4 colognes, and I'm gonna give. I heard Eric is into minis, and I have a bunch of minis, so I'm looking forward to sending him those minis. Yeah, let me talk about some of the minis. Hold on. He's got to smell this one. This is a good one. Tenaire by Paco Rabanne. I'm going to send this one to Eric. Maybe I'll just get everything ready to send it to him. Maybe go tomorrow. This is a really nice one. Really smells old school. It's it almost smells like a little feminine, but it's kind of musk heavy. It smells kind of musk heavy. I'm not even sure of the notes. Let me look at the notes since we're just sitting here 3 a.m. Um, I think there's tarragon in there. Tenaire. No, Artemisia. That's what's in there. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Yeah, I didn't smell a tarragon, but I thought tarragon was in there. It's kind of old school smelling. Okay, so it's a good one. Yeah, there's tarragon in there. Okay, it's very interesting. Let me look at the score on this one. I'm gonna Send this one to Eric. 4.33. Okay. I got some things, you know. Let me see what I have in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, I don't know. Christian O sent me this. This is that. I think like that one. It smells like a. If you were in high school, you wear this. Do you know what this is? Pop quiz. Anybody know what this is? It's a summer fragrance. It smells like a deodorant, sort of. It's a cheapie. You could buy the full bottle for like 15, $20. I don't know why I have that. It's like you have so many different colognes over the years that it's like just to smell everything. Oh, I have like these are colognes. Let me look at this one. I'll put my glasses on. Tenier, I have the same. You have the same one? Oh, yeah, he'll like this one. I've never worn this. I sprayed it one time. Killian Black Phantom. I was sprayed it one time. I'm like, ugh, I don't. Okay, so let me. Oh, I think Eric sent me. Who sent me this one? I think Eric sent me this one. It's a Dunhill. Dunhill. See, I would hate to send him something he sent me back. Dunhill. Oh, what's up with this? Oh, it's all gone. It's almost gone. I think it's called Dunhill. Dunhill EDT. I've heard Dan speaking about this one. Let's see. It smells nice. Oh, I'll keep it and wear it one day. Real old school, nice. I'll just throw this stupid box away. And no, I enjoy it. I've heard people. And then I got this one from Danielle a long time ago. It was full at one point. I think it's kind of, it's called Fragrance du Bois Santal Complex. Let's see, how much should I wear? That means I kind of liked it because she said Danielle was very generous. She sent me a bunch of stuff. I sent her stuff too. And I'm thinking Santal means sandalwood. It smells nice. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't wear it. Let's look on Fragrantica. Santal. What is it called? Santal Complete. It smells kind of like a dessert or something. Like some kind of weird, not like a sweet dessert though. Okay. Coconut, lemon, violet, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, amber. It smells kind of funny. Yeah, I get the amber. It's funny smelling. I don't know who would wear that. This is Eric sent me these with the blue caps. You know this one. Let me. A lot of people are big fans of this one. YSL M7. Santal is no, I know that Santal is sandalwood. That's what I said. We learned that from Oda Jerks. Of course, I know sandalwood is Santal. Queer is leather. CUIR is leather. I know the basics here. Oh, this is kind of nice. Let's see, M7. I had a clone of it at one time. It's okay. M7. I'm running out of space here. Oud Amber. Alberto Marias. I think it's a little overhyped. 574? What? It's not that good. Let me see if they have the clone I had of it. It was like from one of these Arabian houses. Um, no, no, dude. You know what's a good one by this house right here? Rosendo Matao, number 5, is one of the best. It's from Spain. I didn't know that. Rosendo Matao, number 5, is so good. It's so good. And I don't like musk. It's and I don't like florals either. It's a fragrance that like makes me happy. It makes me feel happy. Like look at that 4.21 2176. That's a fragrance that will make you happy. Let's see the notes. Floral, amber, vanilla. Like all I know is it makes me happy. That's all I know about it. I couldn't spices. Let's see. What is it compared to? Baby cat. Baby cat. Baby cat is very similar. Yeah. Bought a full bottle, took it home. And you could find it at discounters. But it made me so happy just smelling it. It's a happy fragrance. It's floral, but not like flowers, like not so much. It's happy. It's just there's a happy vibe. Just if you ever run across, that's the thing about Miami. You get to smell a lot at Osme and you know niche perfumeries. It's hard to find Rosanda Mattel. Like Fernando, where would you be able to sample Rosendo Mattel number 5? Where would you be able to sample that stuff? I don't know. Oh, this is that Rainier. You know, we were talking about. So I think somebody mentioned that he's out of business or something. I liked his fragrances. What I can't see. Let's see if I could put it up close to the camera and if it shows. Let me see. They have one. It's like Aventus. It's called Crystal Rain. It's a pretty good Aventus clone. And then they have the one George Atkinson did the video. I like the Oud one the best. What is this one? Let me put on my light here. This is called, I think this is called Black Rain. Yeah, this is called Black Rain. Black Rain. That was like the least favorite out of all the videos, out of all the Rainiers. Oud Rain was my favorite. The one, let me look at Rainier. So, but somebody mentioned that they went out of business. Rainier. The Oud Rain is real nice. It's like, you know, like if you're just used to smelling, what do you call it? Just regular oud fragrances from the store, nothing niche, just designer. You smell something like, let's see, Crystal Rain. Crystal Rain is the one that's like Aventus. Incest Rain, Kisses Rain, and Oud Rain. That was my favorite. Oh, he has another one, Tropical Storm. See, I like oud with tropical notes. Oud and banana smells really good together. Look at that, 4.67. He has mango and oud. Nice. Oud and banana smell really good together. This is oud rain. This was like tropical. It's like a tropical oud. Oud goes very well with like these tropical fruits. Look at this. Amazing smell. And then Crystal Rain, I guess, was like the Aventus one. It was just like it was good. It was very good. It was high quality. Oh shit, $68. Let's see. For 3.91. What are they saying? It kind of smelled like Aventus to me. What is? Oh yeah, it smells like Aventus. 46 people, but it's like that's horrible quality. But yeah, it was a good quality. But like you're spending almost like the same price as Aventus, you know. So it's like you might as well. I liked it. Aventus is like when I think Aventus when I first got into like you know smelling like 2018. I think that was the first time I smelled Aventus because I went to the mall and everybody, you know, Jeremy was talking about Aventus and everybody was talking about Aventus and batches, all this. And I smelled it and I was like, okay, yeah, it's good, but like the love of Aventus wore off, you know, the love of Aventus wore off. The whole scent profile wore off on me. Oud rain is more like unisex, right in the middle. Tropical storms leans. Oh, nice. So Rainier perfumes very well. Let me see if I have anything interesting. I have some really interesting fragrances though. Like, let me show you one that you've never heard of. It's an Afnan that it's like it just like came and went and nobody ever spoke about it. And I think they sold like 10 bottles. It came and went so quickly. So this is called. Sorry, I don't I have to take your comment off for a second to show the screen. This is called His Highness White. You're wearing. Yeah, so this one like came and went so quick. And Christian sent me a bunch of Afnan samples, and I loved it, you know. And then like I got tired of it real quick. I wore it like a week, and I never wore it again. Look at the presentation. So you open it up. Whoa, it's heavy, man. This bottle's heavy. They must have sold 10 bottles. Maybe somebody like, well, like it'll be a collector's item one day. Let me see. A little synthetic. Let me see what the notes are. I don't even think there's any reviews on it. His Highness. What's the name of this? Afnan. Let me look at all the Afnans. I don't even think there's a review on it. They must have sold 10 bottles of this. Let me show you. They might not even have it on here. Because that's how quick it, like, they just, like, I don't think it ever made it to. Tribute Blue is the worst fragrance I've ever smelled, man. It smells like roach spray. Tribute White I gave away. The thing is, let me see. His Highness White. Oh, they do two reviews. 2 reviews on His Highness White. Okay, 2 reviews. But this is $100 fragrance. Like it's like because of it's not a $20 fragrance like the rest of the Afnans. Ambergris, that's what I'm getting. Oh, I'm getting the musk and the ambergris. So the green, oh shoot, they do have a bottle, 131. So let me see what the reviews are saying on this one. On my skin, it dries down as violet, jasmine, and musk. Fresh and musky notes. Yeah, very musky. On a light floral canvas. Has a silver, yeah, it has a slight silver mountain vibe. I agree with that. Update. After several months, I finally found this and I love it. You're definitely getting quality similar to any other fragrances on the Highness line. This is easily my favorite scent without any fruit notes. I've worn it for only a day or so and got nonstop compliments. Afnan is the future. And I believe people should try to get their hands on as many of their products now before the prices jet up. Where can I find this in Canada? Oh, I don't think Afnan is the future. What's up, man? I'm wearing Zegnat Uomo. Didn't like that company go out of business or something? I don't know. I heard that somewhere. But this is like a fragrance like I really kind of fell in love with it. I don't know. You ever find a fragrance you fall in love with, you wear the whole sample, and then you're just like, I'm already tired of the scent profile. That's maybe I think this is more of a cold weather fragrance though. But I was like absolutely addicted. So maybe it was like 2019. It says, Neil, I'm going to send you a birthday present. I said, oh, wow. Thanks, man. And this is what I got in the mail. It was all like in a birthday and everything. It was pretty cool. Carlos Protection Crew. Afnan is junk. Yeah, I don't think they're that high quality. But in terms of Middle Eastern clones, I better not say anything because all the other YouTubers are gonna come after me. So I'll just keep myself quiet. Fernando said it. he said it best. All the Arab clones are crap. They kind of are. They smell good, but you won't wear them. That's the bottom line. They're too powerful to wear. This one does smell really nice. And I can see how it could get compliments too. Fragrances, it's weird, man. Because when I started like back in 2018, I'm like, I just want to get my green screen thing right. And I would talk about the fragrances. And then they're like, but is it a strong projector? I'm like, so that was like the big thing back in 2018 when I did a couple videos, right? And people were obsessed with it. And now, like, every single fragrance is a massive projector. It's like that's what the market calls for. They want the strong fragrances. It's sort of like what's it called? The one I said, Danin. The what was it called? The one that you have with the label. It has a sticker. My Dolce and Gabbana Pour Home. And dude, that's a great fragrance. But in my opinion, it doesn't project that much. So they came out with that new one that I had with the, the it was printed on the bottle, but it lost the quality. It lost the quality big time. Payron's all you need. Triple stitch. Zegna, I don't think so. No? Okay. That's the truth, man. Bay rum is all you need. I bought a good number of Middle Eastern clones, but I think 80% are not that good. Just hyped. They listen. I use the Middle Eastern clones to spray my apartment, and it smells great. I'll be honest. Alt Innsbruck is the best fragrant, dude. That's like Alt Innsbruck is incredible, but you have to shave. Mr. Smelly bought and he's putting it on his beard. I'm like, dude, you don't understand, man. You got to shave. You're not going to get the little burn, It's what, dude, it's all about the burn. It's not it's not a hurtful burn. It's a refreshing burn. It feels good. They good for spraying in the toilet after a poop. Nah, dude, I'll tell you what. I use the Middle Eastern clones to spray my apartment, and it smells so delicious. Seriously, they're great, but they're just not for human wear. You know, I wear the same stuff all the time because they smell good on humans. Oh, you got a laughing emoji there. Yeah, dude, that's all they're good for is like after you go to the bathroom. I mean, I don't know. Dude, I don't know if Danim is going to get the coconut natas, but that one, it smells great on your skin. It's enjoyable to wear. It's like it's one of the best cheap fragrances out there. And you could look, dude, I'm gonna make coconut natas great again. It's from Malaysia. It's probably one of the best. Without spending $100, it's the best summer cologne. I'll like have somebody smell 100 of them, and I guarantee you they're gonna be like, "Oh man, coconut natas is the best." Let's go. Yeah, coconut natas, sweet, fruity, tropical, lactonic, floral. Dude, this is such a good fragrance. 4.36, 216 votes, and you see the notes right there. I'll put money on it. I'll put money on it. It's that good. Have you tried CK Free? I don't think so. I've tried so many fragrances, I don't know the names of them. That's the thing. That's like those candle scents. You want to smell like a candle. Yeah. But truly, like, I don't think anybody has money now. I don't know. Maybe people have money to spend on fragrances. Um, but you won't go wrong with coconut natas as a summer fragrance. It's something you could wear every day. I've worn it so many days, and I have the aftershave, and I love splashing it on after I shave. It makes you feel good. It's very like light and airy and tropical, and makes you feel good. And it's sort of like okay, like a fougere. Obviously, a fougere has lavender, right? But it's sort of like a barbershop scent. It's sort of like a barbershop scent. Not really, but it like it sort of does, And people will say, well, in my mind, I get that. What fragrances did Rudy really like when he visited you? Um, let's see. I forgot some of the fragrance. Yeah, I forgot. I had a video. I could put it up. I mean, I don't think Rudy will mind. I forgot, but like dude, everybody loved this one. Um, everybody loved this one. This is Distinguished Gentleman by Making Sense. And also the lavender one called Purple Rain. Purple Rain, everybody loved it. Everybody was like, Kevin was like going gaga over Purple Rain. He's like, oh my God, this is like so good. And it's like Tom Ford's Discontinued Lavender Extreme. Can you smell the yellow and white flowers in coconut nanas? Let me look. Let me spray it. I have so many on. Sort of. Let me. This is a good fragrance, man. You can spray it 5 times. Um, yeah, sort of, but it's not floral. It's not like. It's just. Uh, yeah, it's kind of floral, but like, do you consider white floral like a floral or yellow floral? It's not a female floral. It's it's just kind of happy. It is kind of yellow. I do kind of get the yellow floral in there. I'm thinking about yellow flowers that I've smelled in the past. It sort of does have that. Yeah, all good, man. Can you smell the yellow? Yeah, sort of. Or mostly the tropical fruits. Oh, I didn't read the whole question. Hold on. Let me spray it on my shirt. I'm not sure. It's kind of like well blended, to be honest. It's kind of well blended. But Rudy loves this one. I'm not in love with this one. I'll be honest. Duncan loves this one. I'm not in love with it, but I got it as a present, and that's it. I'm not gonna ever, it was given to me as a present. I like it. Casual Friday. I don't know. Maybe it goes with Duncan's skin chemistry or something. And that's why he likes it so much. Maybe it's the mixture of his skin oils or fragrance. Let's see. Let me see. The chat is kind of dead tonight. Yeah, the chat like yesterday. So last night, Rocket and me streamed, and like I'm not letting anybody on like Rocket or anybody because Rocket could talk, and the stream lasted like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and it was like 2 nights of 5 hour streams, and like at a certain point, I started getting tired, and I'm like, okay, I don't really want to do it, Rocket. I gotta go because like I just stream for an hour, maybe two, and then I just get tired. Kombucha scent profiles will make kombucha smells horrible. Kombucha, it doesn't have a good scent. Trust me. Let me smell kombucha. I'll give you the notes. Vinegar. It doesn't have much of a smell, really. Duncan likes everything. The only fragrances I've heard him say he didn't like was Bijan Man. That's a horrible fragrance. I fully disagree with him on that. Oh, sorry. I spoke too soonly. I think Bijan Man is masculine, bold, and awesome. Dan would buy that. I bet. Oh, the I don't. But I mean, it's good to have a lot of fragrances as a fragrance reviewer, and I value everything I have, but like it kind of just sits there, but like it's good to show off, but what's the purpose in that? But it was given to me as somebody who's a real big fan of it, so I'll just keep it forever. Like I have all the Zaharovs. I'll keep the Zaharovs for life because they were given to me as presents. Bon Vivor and Gravity, yes, on sale now. And that's another one. No, Gravitas, it smells really nice, but I cannot wear it. Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people like that one. It got kind of deep, but yeah, there was a lot I had to say. I had to say a lot of things too. So I got a lot off my chest, you know, because it's like I get treated like a second class citizen, but somebody says, ghetto, and then they use the word tard. It's like they get banned, but they're allowed to say whatever they want about me with no repercussions. It's like ongoing. It's like, and it's not even true, but it's like, it's ongoing. So it shows you there's a bias there. There's a bias there, you know? And, you know, I spoke with that person and he doesn't get it. He kind of makes excuses. And I'm like, dude, it's kind of hurtful to keep saying that over and over. You know, it's kind of hurtful. And, it's like, it's very stressful. And like, you know, this, what really, when I was like, this guy is a real jerk, as he says, your fake dead girlfriend. I was like, oh, dude, it's like he doesn't care. Your fake dead girlfriend, dude. You don't, dude. It hurt 16 years, and he's like your fake dead girlfriend. Just because I don't want to show her on stream, it's not everybody's business. Like my past isn't anybody's business unless I want to share it with somebody, but it's nobody's business. I don't like people talking about my business from the past. It's like you're gonna dedicate a stream to talking about my past. It's sort of like it's a roast. And then I said it like it's all about making fun of people, putting people down, being evil, being mean. And Joey did a stream tonight and Patrick gave him $169, and so it's like a wake-up call. These two other people will say whatever they want on your stream. You don't reprimand them. You're afraid of them. You let them say whatever. You defend them. And, the truth is, those two people left, you would have a lot more money coming in, first of all, because those two don't, because he's all about like PayPal me, whatever. But you understand? So it's like the toxicity is not funny toxicity. It's evil toxicity. They keep saying it over and over. It's like, it's really mean. And I think, I'll have to speak to George about it. And, George, he'll maybe speak to that person. It's like, it's really evil. It's not a joke. It was a bad time for me back then, but to keep bringing it up. And then I know Rocket's like, oh, you don't have to sue him. I say, yes, I do. Because this guy, I have gone through a lot of pain and suffering with this whole thing. Especially after my girlfriend passed, and then he's like, just going further and further, and I'll mention this. There's a video of him, and he's like, I called you 3 a.m. every morning, and I was the one harassing you, but I expected you to change your phone number. It's like, you know, this is like bullying, and there's a bullying aspect there, and I think what Rocket was trying to say is like he smells blood and he goes in for the kill. But I'm like, dude, I didn't, do anything. Like, I'm not like face to face with him. I never did something, that would affect him. It's only the internet. But to say it, even over the internet, it's stressful. And it keeps saying this over and over and over. It's very hurtful. And, when my girlfriend passed, it was like, dude, it was unexpected. It was really unexpected, and we spoke every day on the phone for 16 years, and it's like, this guy needs to pay attention to his own business, he needs to mind his own business. And that's why he got shot, and that's why he got stabbed, because he doesn't mind his business. He gets into other people's business. And that's what happens to people like that, He makes other people's business his business, and he thinks it's funny. I pray for healing. Yeah. But yeah, my fake dead girlfriend. Yeah. And I was like, are you freaking nuts? My fake dead girlfriend? Just because I don't want to share her on the screen and people making comments or whatever. Like, I'm private. Like, I think some things should be private, That's it. And she was very private. Like, I would talk to her on the WhatsApp, and she wouldn't turn her camera on. So like, she, she had a school. She was accomplished, and it's just like she didn't want to, like YouTube to her is a joke. It's not like a serious thing. And she was a serious person, It's like it's not for everybody to show off their girlfriend or wife, because some people like to keep things private. Yeah. Fernando. I think there's some inner demons or something, or it's I've tried to figure that out. This comment is so true. Like, but like I think Rocket might have nailed it. It's he smells blood and he attacks. But what kind of person does that? Like, you think about that. What kind of person? And I said a predator. A predator smells blood and they attack. That's the kind of person he is. Most people will say, they'll say nothing or whatever, or but that's sort of predatory behavior right there. Yeah. Personal insults are inappropriate on the internet. It's not good. Yeah. And all he thinks, he's sort of like my friend Console Fanboy, like, oh, I have more subs, I got more views. Like, I don't care about that stuff. That stuff is irrelevant in my life. But to him, it's a game, right? Like, he did a video. He's dead. And then how I know it was just about his ego? Because then he did another video saying, oh, Reaper only got 50 views trying to copy me. I'm like, yeah, but you shouldn't be making a video about somebody is dead and laughing about it and then saying, oh, it's just a joke or what. It doesn't matter. Like, what kind of twisted mind? You have to think like all the stuff. There's some serious things wrong there. People going insane over scented water now. The bullying others, internet intimidation is foolish, and it shows immaturity. Yeah, and I think the thing is nobody's ever attacked him, and so because most people have class, most people have compassion, but you know he doesn't. He's just like he doesn't have compassion, and he doesn't care about anybody except himself. And it kind of says like, and I spoke to the person who runs the stream, and it's like you shouldn't have this person having a platform. You shouldn't include. Oh, I include everybody. Yeah, but it's very biased. I see that it's very biased. You allow them to talk and defame me over and over. And then somebody says that Montrese is the R word, mentally challenged. And he goes crazy. He goes crazy. It's like, and let's be honest. Joey bought 400 subs. Let's be honest here. He had 3,200 or 30, and then all of a sudden, because I got mine with the shorts, right? I got mine with the shorts. And then he was like, oh my God, this guy has more subs than me. So he bought 400 subs because he's in a competition with me. I'm not in a competition with him, but he's in a competition with me. So he bought 400 subs. And I'll put that out there. All of a sudden, he gained 400 subs. He had the same amount of subs for the last 2-3 years. But he was intimidated by that. And he lets them go off because he feels like he's in a competition with me. And I'm not in a competition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, dude, this is YouTube. He does make money, but there's no real reward, for having more subs or, but RXL, it's a big deal to him. Like, I think the whole, it's like, does that mean if you have more subs, you're more well liked? I don't know. I think it's like maybe you put out more content, or maybe with fragrances, you have really great fragrances and you're knowledgeable or something. Like the whole thing is like, to him, it's an ego thing. And he got somebody that felt intimidated by and I don't have Joey's personality. Joey has a great personality. He's a great entertainer. But I'm not in a competition with him. He could do great by himself. And Rocket said it. He has a gift. I don't have that gift, but he has that gift. And I think so many people have said this to him. George has said it. Patrick has said, it's like you have a gift, but you're wasting it, And, years are going to pass. He's going to start looking old. Maybe he looks like me at 59, but he has a gift. He has that gift of gab, and he could run a stream by himself. And you see it tonight. Patrick gave him $169. See, because people like him, they don't like the guests. And I think Rocket said that. Like, People like him. I'm watching for Joey. I'm not watching for his co-hosts. But maybe he doesn't understand that. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Cuddles protection crew's going crazy. So what we saying is he's a magic great white shark. He buys shit fragrances like YSLY, etc. So let's just forget about that bubble gut. Yes, bubble gut. There's a lot of footlongs. Yeah, no, so but it's just like I just don't appreciate, you know, and I know Fernando doesn't listen anymore, and that's smart. Eric doesn't listen anymore, and that's smart. Um, but I want to see, what they're saying, and it's like, and I'll call them. I'll say, why is this live stream about me? Why is it over and over? They're saying the same defamatory stuff. It's like, it's old, it's depressing, it's a depressing subject. It's not a happy subject, but it's more to hurt people. And so you're running streams to hurt people. And it's all about hurting people. That's the whole thing. Looking for people who are more challenged and then putting them in the spotlight and then making fun of them. That's what it's about. I mean, you look at the pattern, but like, I don't, I do watch sometimes, like I watched tonight because he was all alone and it was peaceful. He was talking about going to the dead malls and it was interesting. Joey has a good personality. Let him talk, but when you let other people run the stream who are using your platform to spread their propaganda, it's like, and then he has to delete the streams. Because you can't defame people and let them say whatever. There's no mafia. The mafia was dead in the 1970s. It used to be good ones. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, dude, you said it. It's like over and over. It's like the the Cuddles crew versus the Cannoli Mafia. Dude, you don't have a mafia. You're just a guy that streams on YouTube. I'm just a guy that streams on YouTube. It was a joke, but some people really, I guess they really wanted to be in the mafia, when they were younger because they saw like Goodfellas. And it's like, oh, yeah, there's no real mafia. Or they're afraid just to tell them to shut the hell up. Yeah, and I look at it like this, and not to really denigrate it, but I think that it's like it's higher IQs versus lower IQs. I mean, that I think it's like that. It's people he could, take advantage of and repeat everything. It's and I think everybody here thinks for themselves, and have a higher self-esteem about themselves. But like, I like the road that he was on tonight. I think he has a great personality. I think he runs a great stream. It's just the guests. And, I think if he ran the stream by himself, George would come on more. And people love George. George gets hate or whatever, but deep down inside, everybody loves George. I got to be honest. Everybody loves George. They may be jealous of him, and the people that do have jealousy are the people that hate him, because they're not as successful as him. To me, I look up to George because he's successful and he's always on the go. He's always creating new fragrances. He's doing the best with what he has. And, he's developed a name for himself. And, you know, it's, he works out all the time. He's somebody I respect a lot. But when I, see the other part where this guy's saying my fake dead girlfriend, it's like, George, this is not somewhere you need to be. This is not a good look. And I think that's where it boils down to with the not a good look. Yeah, yeah. It's like old. It's old. And Joey says, yeah, it's sort of like a dark subject. It's a dark subject. Yeah. It's a dark subject to keep saying that over and over. But I just can't stand some people he has on his panel. I can't change that. So my option was to stop watching. Yep. Yep. Yeah. George is very kind to everyone. Dude, I'm starting to like this white one. No, is it what am I? The white one's standing out. What is this? The coconut nana standing out? I think it's the white one, the musky one. I'm starting to fall in love with the white one. I'm going to keep it out. I'm going to take it out of the case. Now I'm starting to fall in love with it again. That's the thing about fragrances. Like you fall out of love and you can fall back in love with them. But I haven't worn it in so long. I'm starting to love it again. Maybe it's because it's mixing with the coconut nanas. That's a great fragrance, man. But yeah, that's it. It's man, this one is good. I'm starting to understand why I loved it. Oh man, it's nice. I'm getting some good vibes from it. Now I'm understanding because it dried down. Damn, it's good, man. But when you first spray the white one, the Afton His Highness White, very synthetic smelling. But man, the dry down is fucking awesome. Yeah, no, people have begged and pleaded with him. You know, you have talent, dude. Everybody says the same thing. Rocket came on here. He says the guy has a gift of gab. He could, dude. Like if he was doing it by himself, there's people that just like what he did tonight. There's people like that have 100,000 subs, and they talk about nothing. Um, Not so much about the sex subject, which you know, but like other nonsense, just nonsense, like what they did during the day, and they have 100,000 subs, and they just talk about video games or some video game they played, or back in the old days I played Nintendo, or there's people that are very successful because I listen to all kinds of live streams, and some people are just saying like what they did during the day, or they're complaining about their wife, or dude, there's so many things. It's let me see. Oh, I got it. Oh, dude. Oh, hey, wait. Let me go. I like when I get comments. I do love when I get comments, man. I just think it's wrong to have him dig into Eric about being old and his future death, and people on the panel you'd think would just tell him the STFU, just like dude. Eric told me that story. He goes, "Oh, I'm not gonna do anything to Eric. He's already too old." Like, I was like, this guy has no guardrails, no. To say that dude is sick. To say that is something wrong. You know, is it hate in his heart? You know, is it just a disgust he has in his heart? I try to understand it. You know, I try to. I try to get into his head, but he's just really sick. Like he needs to go to a mental institution. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but he has a lot of sick thoughts. You still think? Oh no, I haven't been doing gaming streams. I'm an Amazon. I'm a curator for Steam, and I've been getting so many. I'm like getting up there, like with the amount of games I get. Like I get a new game every day, and I just review it. And yeah, I've been. I think if they would, I would probably get more if I, just showed the video. Like the thing is with that whole thing is, even though it may get 10 or 15 views, it's like still like some of the games I play, nobody's ever heard of. And, if I put a video out on it, it got 10, 15 views, maybe a couple more people would review it or buy it. They're small. They're not major games. They're indie games, like smaller developers, like one man team, and they're shorter. But some of them are really bad, but some of them are really good. So Captain thinks I owe him an apology, but I don't. If he has morals, he would tell. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. I think it. He's a responsible adult. He should say, hey, we shouldn't be talking about this on the stream. And I know I've had that discussion with him, and it's sort of like, well, it's Joey's stream, and yeah, but maybe Joey's afraid, or maybe he doesn't know any better, or it's like it's hurtful, it's defamatory. I mean, it's not even true, you know. But like, okay, say for instance, right? Like somebody was a murderer, right? And like they well murders. Let me say, what's something like okay, somebody was in a hit and run accident. What? No, that's the okay DUI, and they ran somebody over, and they went to 20 years to prison, right, for running somebody over and killing them, right? And then they go on stream and they say, it was a bad thing. Most people would say, you know, yeah. And at that time, they're like, you know, I just I feel bad about what I've done, and I wish I could take it back, and and then somebody like this other guy would be like, "You're a murderer. You're it's like it's. But the thing is, mine was so stupid. It was a damn college. It was a university project. It was a fucking university project. It was so stupid. It wasn't even like anything but a university project. But the thing is, it's like he would just dig into them, you know. And if something really was real, this guy would just I don't even. I think he would be the same. He acts like it's real in his mind, But like he's been to prison for 4 years, and you think about, we don't know the details. You don't know if it was fentanyl. People go crazy and die. You're talking, 4 years. It must have been pretty big, you know. And maybe he's trying to justify his wrongs. He's trying to justify his wrongs. Like I'm not trying to justify my wrongs. I said it was something stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I have remorse. I mean, nobody got hurt or nobody got touched, hurt, nothing. It was but what I'm saying is I have remorse. I don't even know what I have remorse for, to be honest. I know I made a stupid mistake, you know, but like with him, he's hurt a lot of families. He should show remorse, you know, like, I've destroyed families, and and he tries to glamorize it, and it's sort of, if you ever known anybody that was trying to get off drugs, it's a lifelong journey. It's a lot, like my uncle, dude, he it was the biggest deal. He had a some kind of like pin and like a big, because he was drug free for 25 years, and he was so proud of it. Like I would, bring my girlfriend or whatever, and we'd go out to dinner with my parents and my uncle, and he says, 25 years I haven't touched one drug. And he was so proud of that, you know. But this guy is kind of like promoting people start drugs, you know. He's promoting it like nothing's wrong, because if there weren't any drug dealers, we'd have a much better world. Nobody would be able to get it, and I'm sure somebody would be a criminal and do it, but it just happened to be him, you know. Dude, like he should apologize, but he doesn't have that. That's the point I was trying to get at before, when I went on this whole big rant and talked about a bunch of nonsense. But there's no remorse. Like, there should be like, I don't know. I would never say that, but if I said that, just say for instance, I said that, I would never say that, but I'd be like, you know, it was really wrong of what I said, and I was having a bad day, and please accept my apology. You know, but it's not like that. This guy has no remorse. Like, there's no remorse there. He can't accept that he destroyed hundreds, maybe thousands of families. He has no remorse about that. He doesn't care. He's like, I got a Mercedes. Very, like, it's all about him. You know? Would you want to be in a foxhole with this guy? This guy'd be like, shit, I'm saving myself. He's not a team player. Dude, I watch Value Entertainment. I was going to go see Candace Owens and Chris Cuomo with my sister, $100 tickets for that Valuetainment show, because they're in Miami. PBD, Patrick Bet David, very smart guy. Vinny, Adam, yeah, and the other guy, I just subscribed to him on Twitter. The older man, very intelligent. It's a great show. All of them have dynamic personalities, and all of them are intelligent, and all of them speak really well. And it's a highly entertaining show. And I kind of kicked myself in the butt that I didn't go to that show. you know, it was nice. I saw it, afterwards, but it would have been nice to go to the show. I think the next one is Tulsi Gabbard, and I'm not a big fan of Tulsi Gabbard, man. If Vivek Ramaswamy came, I would go. No beer for breakfast today. I'm listening to Neil's guidance now. No, but you understand that's like the whole thing I was trying to think of before my brain went bizarre. But like, there's no remorse there. It's like ongoing. Like, there should be an apology, a serious, like, I don't even know if this guy could be like, he should apologize to me as well, but like, he should apologize and say, that was really wrong of me. But Eric's not. Oh, shit. I didn't talk to you. Let's talk.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
You scared me. Where'd you come from? That scared me. I says, damn, is there a robber in my house? Was Montrese here? So, no, the thing is, like you have to realize when you F up, and like, he should apologize. Like, he should apologize to me too. My fake dead girlfriend. Like, he should apologize for that too. Because that one really stung. That one really stung. More than the other stuff. That one really stung because it was real hard on me, man. It was real hard. My fake dead girlfriend. And this guy, like, why would you have a guy on your stream that says somebody, like, who used to really go on your stream and you've hung out with, and says your fake dead girlfriend? And then also one of your other friends that came to the cannoli prom and says, it doesn't matter. You're going to die anyway. Like, there has to be a sort of a value. Like, he should have more value for Eric or me. But he allows this other guy to have more value. And it's just wrong. It's not so much even telling him to shut up when he mentions you. It's people like Eric that he digs into it. Yeah, that's it. I read that one. I thought Captain had more morals and balls to just tell someone doing that to just shut up, but he doesn't, and he sucks his wiener. Yeah. It's the whole deflection. He justifies it by using whataboutism and flips it back to you. Like, what about when you did this? Exactly. But that's not the point. I never said I never started it, First of all, it's like, of course, what's that movie where they're in jail? Action, reaction. There's always a reaction. Dude, it's just like with the treaty. Okay, so a little history, but the Treaty of Versailles, right? They wanted to punish Germany so badly, like over punish. And, they made them pay reparations to France for all those years. And then Germany, it always gets worse. Then Germany started World War II, and it's like action, reaction, action, reaction. And with him, he's going to have a reaction, and then it gets worse and worse and worse. But that's, yeah. And you see, like, what do you call it? Pearl Harbor, Hiroshima. That was the reaction. And the Japanese internment camps. It's just like there's always a reaction. to an action. I never have respected him and never will. While I was kicking down doors overseas, he was most likely rotting in prison so he could kiss my ass. Apologize. I will send Curly Pop to cheer you up with. Oh boy. No, I agree. And in terms of the VA, you can get VA like VA assistance, but you can't be making 36 grand. That's what when I got in, they said you can't make because when I first applied to get in, I got rejected because like I made like 70 grand, and then I had to wait. Like, I didn't work. I was just collecting my retirement. And then I was making like 12 grand, so it was just like, so then I could get in. So if you make 36 grand though, I think that was the cutoff back then. So you have to, you have to give them your W 2s. So I was making less, you know, but if that's how it works. And I think you can get in eventually. And the VA has good health care, but don't give up on that. But I got rejected, and I got rejected a couple times, but I just never gave up on it, and I got it finally, and I got the CPAP from the VA, and I think something also like if you could prove there's some sort of disability you got from the military, like maybe you're having some sort of trauma, you could use that too. Like I use my heart because I have a mechanical valve. I don't know what exactly got me to be approved, except like I knew I was making lower money, and then they wanted some documentation on my heart, so I had to give them the documentation on my surgery, and I sent it back over, and I was like, shit, man, I applied twice and got rejected twice, and the lady called me up, I don't know, some lady, and she says, congratulations, and I was like, hello, and she goes, yes, congratulations, you've been accepted into the VA. I'm like, oh, nice. I was like very happy. But like don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. You you qualify for hearing loss disability, but they say I waited too long to file a claim and they couldn't prove it was due to deployment or the years I was out. Oh. Oh God. I can't say anything bad about Margie. Margie and me, listen, I can't even dude, she came on the stream. We had a great stream. She was on for like a couple hours and it was very pleasant. I can't even say anything. It was just that like she was like with the Dan Awards and she said something and laughed or I forgot exactly and I was upset with her, but like she came on the stream. We got along very well with each other, very friendly, and it was a very pleasant experience. I think somebody else was on it. Oh, Kevin. But it was a very pleasant experience. So I can't even I can't even, say that. So like, I guess I'm friends with her, Probably should try again. Though since I would get free health care and there's documented fail hearing test before I left the army. Yeah, 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 yeah. You have to somehow dig up those documents. Don't give up though. You'll figure it out. Oh boy, is that you, Joel? Oh boy, that's like I don't even. That's like inappropriate. But yeah, no. So we're cool. I have to contact Agnes. She'll come on the stream with me. We were talking about. They were talking about soaps on Joey's stream. Oh, hold on. This is the best company right here, Sudsy Bear. But they're all kind of like they're not smooth. Well, this one is kind of smooth. Let me see. This is twisted grapefruit shampoo. It's a shampoo bar, so it doesn't have the. They're all kind of gritty. This one's not gritty. It's a shampoo bar. But Sudsy Bear, I'll pull up the website. I think, but like I like to get the Amazon soaps, but Sudsy Bear is good. Let me pull up Sudsy Bear so you can see their kind of selection. They're good for exfoliation. They're very exfoliating because they're all kind of rough, and they exfoliate well. Since Joey was running a good stream, he was by himself. He was running a good stream. Okay, so let me go to this one. So this is Sudsy Bear. Bar soaps. I always get bar soaps, limited editions. Let me see this one. So look at their varieties. Grinch Rinse, Old Saint Nick bar soap, Scrooge Scrub. Let's see. That's $9 for a soap. Let's see this Grinch Rinse. It tells you like the scent profile and everything. Crisp woody lime. It's got the grit level medium. I like their soaps. They're pretty good. A lot of people compare them with that other famous company. I like them. Yeah, but yeah, Margie and me got along, and I think Kay is a sweet girl. You know, she's a follower. She doesn't know any better. You know, she's like she reminds me of my neighbor that passed though. You know, like an old lady. She's like an old lady. She reminds me of an old 70-year-old Jewish lady. She really does. You know, but like I don't think she has an evil bone in her body. That's one thing I can say about her. You know. Let's see. The comments got dead. Like, feed me some comments, man. Oh, here we go. Tech Sergeant Foster, how you doing, man? Where have you been, dude? And what's been up? Dude. Yeah, life is kind of. I've had more interesting, more fun times in my life, but my life is kind of empty now. But you know, just smelling colognes. That's about it. But I was thinking about it, like it's weird. I think a lot of people are in this whole. You know, I guess Joey was talking about it, like back in the days before like the internet, you would go to like one of those where I used to meet a lot of women was my friends with Dr. Boat, and they had like these little bars on the intercoastal, where not bars but restaurants on the intercoastal, and you'd go around, you know, you eat And then you see a pretty woman and you say, "Hey, what's your phone number?" And she give you her phone number on a piece of paper, sometimes with lipstick. And it was fun. And I don't know. I don't do that anymore. I still do ask women for their phone number, but um, I've gotten a few phone numbers, and they never call me back. I was talking to them, and I got their phone number. They never called me back. So you know, but I try, but like nothing much going on. If it ever gets super lonely, just grab your Bulgaria Aquaport home and go outside Jeremy's place and yell, "Strength of the ocean" again. You know, Danielle loves that. She always talks about that. She goes, "I love that." It was Danielle likes my videos. She told me she likes my videos a lot. And she's like, "I'll never forget when you did that and you said strength of the ocean." And then she says, she likes when I was singing "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay with Mr. Miami, everything will be okay." Something like that, right? She says she sings that every day. I'm like, damn. Danielle's a good sport, man. I wish she came back. She's another one with a really good personality. It will be better in a few years when you get my age and don't give a shit about any of that. Yeah. So I'm 59. I'm not sure how old you are, but yeah, I'm 59. No, I know. I'm talking with an ex girlfriend now, and she's she's mostly with her grandkids. Like her her daughter, like when I was with her, daughter was like 5. Now her daughter is an adult and has 8 kids, and it's like, what the hell, 8 kids, and she just doesn't understand how irresponsible her daughter has become. And it's like the the woman is like a very, like, I used to tell her that girl needs to be spanked. You need to be tough on her because she's gonna grow up, and she's like soft at heart, you know. And that's the thing about her. She's very soft. She doesn't probably sound soft, but she is soft. Like, like because I know her pretty well. Oh, thanks, man. 64. Thanks. But yeah, I get that too. Most people think I'm about 50 when they see me. Cool. And I said, listen, if if I ever move to like Sebring or somewhere like in the middle of the state, I don't want to see any kids. I'm gonna move to she's 61 now, but she looks like much younger. Like she aged really well. She looks like she's like 45 or something. And I said, I don't want any kids. There's an epidemic of girls in the late teens and 20s all on antidepressants. They are, yeah, dude. Elon, Elon said he was taking something for like, Don Lemon was beating him up over this, and he says, like, he says, you're taking this kind of prescription medicine, which is like inappropriate. You don't like talk about, somebody like, oh, that Don Lemon interview drove me crazy. But like, I guess he's taking something when he feels a little off, and I think we all feel a little off. Like, like sometimes you feel off, maybe certain times of the day. So he's taking something to make himself feel even keeled. Yeah, because Sticks, the Stick Slam. Yeah, I know who he is. He's a YouTuber, famous YouTuber. That's all. He just ends it like, that's all. I think he's a little bit on the spectrum. The famous YouTuber Sticks Slongheimer. Thanks, man. It's a spoof from the conservative politic YouTubers. I know. But sticks and hammers 666. That's all. Come on, I love it. He's just I do you think Sticks and Hammer 666 is a little bit on a spectrum? Dude, he did a video. He did a video. I shared it with Sweet Milk. He did a video where he has a vintage cologne collection, and he did a video on his vintage cologne collection, Sticks and Hammer 666. And I found it very interesting. That's about all. Peace out. Yeah, but he articulates whatever he's talking about really well. Like it's very understandable. That's all. I used to watch him back in 2009. I think he is not on the spectrum. He is very wise though, and just sort of an oddball. Okay, but Elon's on the spectrum. Elon's on the spectrum. Dude, that Don Lemon interview was like, I don't know, man. Like, how disrespectful can you get? You know, you're interviewing a, a multi billionaire who is pretty much a rocket scientist who, is promoting free speech, and you're going to come in there and say, oh, I want to like some sort of clout on X where I could decide who gets to have a show. That was what bothered me. I think he said he wanted like millions of dollars. He wanted like a Tesla, and he's like, I want like airfare and this and that. But the thing is, he said he wanted some sort of uh, higher position where he could determine if somebody can have a show or not. Like he's like, no, dude, I'm about free speech. You know, and they use that word responsibility as a manipulative tactic. Well, you know, you're a big name, you have a big platform. Don't you think there should be some responsibility? It's like, no, freedom of speech is freedom of speech. He's a very manipulative, that Don Lemon, man. I can't stand that guy. But that interview, like he really thinks highly of himself, like he's somebody. That interview really triggered me, dude. He did. I super chatted him so people would ask him about my name, and he had to explain where the meme came from. He's a good sport about it, though. He's a good man and doing good work. Yeah. I've been watching the Sticks Hammer like on and off since like 2005 or something. Lemon likes the smell of his own farts. Dude, he really thinks he's a big shot. Yeah, and Chris Cuomo is joining Valuetainment, and I don't agree with that. And I know, Patrick Bet David is like, we're trying to get all sides and everything, but Chris Cuomo, he tries to twist. He's a wordsmither. He's not honest, and he's a wordsmither, and he's very manipulative with his words. And I don't know if that's I'll watch him on PBD. I think he's just like not a main host or whatever. He's like an alternate or something. I thought he was on News Nation. Oh, what's up, Rocket? No, no, no toxicity tonight, man. This is, I, dude. My friend Eric, I've been promising a stream for him, and I don't want anything to mess up the stream. I don't watch News Nation. Yeah, he's with News Nation Cuomo, but he's also like a side host for PBD. Yeah, you like Chris Cuomo? No, man. He's I don't like him. He's very slick, man. He's not an honest guy. I heard the best analogy about Adam Sosnick today. Like I don't mind Adam. Adam is all right. Someone called him a heat sink, like to keep the CPUs cool. Let's get the party started. Oh shit. Oh boy. And his sole purpose is to drive engagement on YouTube comments. Yeah. But yeah, that's true. They're like that's true. You have to understand that's part of the whole game with YouTube is to have the good cop, bad cop kind of dynamic there, or not good cop, bad cop. That was a bad, just like the opposition. You need the opposition to get on your nerves. See, here's the thing. The View, they have fake opposition, but The View could actually be a really good show that I would watch. They had a black conservative woman on there, and you remember, I don't remember her name, but she got canned really quick. And then they have this fake, like attractive, fake conservative. It's like, come on. They need real true opposition. Oh shit, the comments are flowing. I love comments. That's the reason why Patrick has Adam on the show. Everyone hates Adam, and it drives YouTube algorithm when people complain about him in the comments. Yep. But that's the YouTube game. Huh. Yeah. I was so sure Trump was going to win in 2020. I know what heat sink means, but what is a heat sink? Rocker. That's like what you put on the CPU to keep the CPU cool. Heat sink, dude. I love building computers. Not to change the subject, but talking about heat sink. I really I love. I have the computer I have now, the PC I have now is like pretty much not my dream PC, but like you know, it's a lot more advanced than the computer I built 5 years ago, and I spent $2,500 on building that computer, and I only spent $1,500 on this one. I waited for sales on every part, and I don't use water cooling anymore. Water cooling, when you put the fans on the top, it makes a noise from the water going up. I don't like. I just use air cooling now. Water cooling was cool for a little bit. Let's do our push-ups, babe. I'll be gay for you, man. Adam is the one taking heat from the audience. Oh, yes. Like, yes, that's it. I miss Samey. That looks like a picture of Kevin. I know that's gotta be Joel. Gypsy Joker. What's up, Gypsy Joker? How you doing, man? I don't like that name. Can you switch it? That must be for non-cologne related stuff. But I know like you have like multiple accounts. Gypsy Joker. Like, okay, what's a gypsy? Somebody that doesn't have a home, and then like the Joker, I guess from the movie. I don't know. What GPU do you have now? I think I have a 3070. I have the i7. The i7 was like it was a lot. It's like the one with like the updated graphics in this in the CPU, and I have a MSI 3070, and I had a 1080 in my other one, but like yeah, the 3070, and it has the M.2, the M.2, not the RAM, but the yeah, I got the M.2 storage, and like so like the motherboard is like more advanced. I got like I don't know 32. Sandy sort of disappeared as I was like, yeah, probably busy. It is Kevin's pick. He hates when I use it, but it's his best pick. Yeah, his beard looks full. Yeah, those were good streams back in 2020. Everybody that comes here knows Kevin, right? Does somebody not know Kevin? Kevin's the Iranian guy, and he's funny. But like, I think he's on like 50% of my streams. I he wanted me to stream before midnight, but I'm like, I'm just gonna stream whatever I want. I got 13 people. 3 people just hopped in. It must be yeah, you like Kevin? He's all right. Yeah, I love Kevin. Joey's stream must have just ended or something. I don't know. Getting Jeremy to do the cuddle crew was epic, even though he refused to. I know it was, dude. It was just a joke. Like the way, I guess the way he responded, kind of like hurt me. I guess. Like I know I read the comments of yours and Boz's live stream. Like you're a big fan of Jeremy, or you like think. I think he's a cool guy. Like I met, I did a video with him. Jeremy did a video together on his channel, and he's a cool guy. I think sometimes, dude, he wears that white suit you see him wearing. I'm not talking trash, but the white suit he wears is very crinkled. Is very crinkled. I haven't watched the Jeremy video in years, though, man. And I think I said to him, I said, your best videos were with the women, like Lana, and I think he just thought he was like say for instance, I was in good shape, and I was a successful YouTuber, and like I had some kind of gimmick, right? And there was a woman in there. I know the guys are watching for the women. I know the guys are watching for the women. It's like that's kind of understood. But then when he stopped with the women and he was doing it by himself, it's like people aren't watching fragrance related content for men. And I think that's why that other guy gets beat up and on that Reddit page. People don't watch fragrance related content that only have men. But like people like fragrance and women is they kind of go hand in hand, But if there's a man with a woman, and I think Daneem understands this concept because he's trying to get like models to come on his channel. He has like a couple of them lined up, and he understands they're not watching for you. I I even tell Danim, I don't watch your videos. I just watch your live streams. I hope you don't take offense to that. But he wants me to watch the videos. I'm like, dude, I mean, what am I going to learn from your videos or anybody's videos? I'm going to smell it myself. Oh shit! Most of the people are my burners. Oh, okay. I like how he interacts with people in public. He comes off as genuine as a good person. Yeah, he came like when we did the videos together, he was really cool. I have a feeling Jeremy met up with P. Diddy. Oh, because he lost his mind not long after. Well, see, Miami's tough. Miami's tough. The women are tough. It's a different crowd, man. It's not Germany. You know, Germany. Like the thing is, do you really believe? You know, I like Jeremy, and it's not really targeting him. But do you really think a fragrance reviewer has 2 million views? I just find that very hard to believe. Fragrances aren't that interesting. And maybe they subscribe because of Lana and the other girls. But he if he comes back with the women, you know, but he just probably figures there's no purpose in YouTube, and he has contracts with companies, with deals where he's making money. I'm sure, I'm not, but there's no money to be made on YouTube unless you're gonna get like 1 million views, like Tim Pool. He'll have 50,000 people in most of his live streams. At least 30,000 people on most of his live streams. Or the lead attorney, like the lead attorney has, he has some dude. The money he makes in super chats is amazing. And he gets people to buy his book. People buy his book. They give him super chats, $100, $100, $100. It's P Diddy. I'll skip over that right now. I'm trying to have a stream I could keep up, Rocket. The only time they watched for Danim was when he told his girlfriend to stay out of his business. I told him that. Listen, I told him that. I said, listen, they don't like me, but they like when I have some crazy moment, like with the Marcial thing. We're guys. Guys are guys. We don't want to see another guy. But if there's something funny, okay, then they want to see you. We're guys. Let's be honest. No, but yeah, that kind of was an epic moment. Jeremy's old content was great. Yeah, but it was the women. You miss co-hosting with you? With me? I don't know who you are. I think you're Patrick. I can't figure out who Loomis Fraggins is. I think Patrick lurks. I told you. Well, I'm not going to say that out loud. But I think Patrick lurks. I think Patrick genuinely, loves his friends, and he has a forever love, but he's an important job and a new wife, and it's like, by the time he had 1 million subscribers, most of his new content was trash. Oh, is that it? Yeah, but he had very pretty women. And I was like, okay, those are pretty women. like, and I get beat up for it because it's like, okay, I say these other women, I don't find any of the fragrance reviewers attractive, and Kevin beat up on me. But like, I when I was in my 30s, the women were much prettier than these. All of them, they were like Lana. They were like the other girls. They were like beautiful. I mean, now I can't pull that, But the thing is, I look at these women. I'm like, I mean, they're attractive, but they're just, not like, I just watched his latest video. It cracked me up when he said it smelled nice, but he'd never wear it. He's just like, dude, he has contract obligations. He's just like, oh shit, I got to do a video today. That's all right. I wouldn't wear it. His new content is better because he has the best opening in Lion Frank. I'm the number one fragrance icon who follows the teaching of Jesus. Oh shit! I saw you comment that in Boz's live stream. What do you think of Boz? I like Boz. He's all right, man. He's just like Boz quit. Boz quit and he came back. Boz quit and he came back. You should respect that, Rocket. Oh, the comments coming in. I love comments, man. I haven't seen any of his new videos. I unsubscribed from him for over a year. I've unsubscribed from Jeremy a long time ago. You want the real Daneem? You got it. The real Nima. It's great to see Neil having fun on stream again. Make sure to eat oatmeal. Thank you. I know you're hard at work, Joel. Marcial thing. He's the dude who says, "Is this thing on?" Oh, yeah. That is correct. Tech Sergeant Foster. Yeah. Set the Salt is here. He's here. Trust me. Like I said, he's here. He has a connection with us. He can't escape. I think we all sort of have a connection with each other. And I would say, even though like I don't watch everybody, I still go to Oda Jerks. And I see like Boz is like, Boz is who's Naga Banana? Is that Dan? I see Boz's videos always posted there, and then I click on it and I watch it. I actually subbed to Boz. Oh, Cuddle's life. Oh, I should have kept that. Sorry. That's old and annoying when he does that. It might have been funny at first. Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm very sensitive to noise. And like Dan's stream had a certain level, right? And he would come on and he has such a weird thing, like he thinks he's somebody, and he would just raise the volume up here, and it's like, okay, it's like I would just click off because it just like it threw my whole autism off. It just threw the whole vibe off. I like, dude. You think she's prettier than I think she's prettier. I think she's okay. I think she's okay. Cuddles always gets the beat down, but he gets up again. His theme song is Tub Humping by Chumbawamba. Pissing the night away on streams. Yeah. You, me, Rocket, and Eva all on the panel. We could have the best stream ever. Yes. I don't know what happened. One time we were taking what's his name to the airport. Sancho's friend Larry. He was in Miami and we were taking him to the airport and then I got past the phone and it's like, "Hi Neil." I said, "Who's this?" "This is Eva." "Oh, okay. Hi Eva. That's your wife." She said, "Your wife." You know, you do get suckered by she's a very pretty girl though. I get knocked down. But she is a very pretty girl. Like, okay, I take it back with like the female influencers, but Eva is very pretty. You know, she's one of the most attractive. But Jeremy had like the you know most attractive females. You know, you remember like he had that I don't know that the whole background, right? And like I used to watch Ike. That's all I watched was Ike, and I watched wet shaving videos. And then one time I turned on Jeremy, and he was in a hallway, and he had some really good music, like some sort of tune, and it was like the pretty girl Lana with him, and he's asking her, "What do you think of this?" You know. And then like you see another time where he had the whole background and like he do the spin, but he was with the girl. If he did the spin by himself and there were no women there, it was just kind of like, eh. But the women made him. That's it. Eva. That's one massive shit you got there. You know, and if you want to really like Jeremy just quit the women. He just quit having the women in the videos. Maybe they were too expensive. Maybe he got like a big head and thought he could do it by himself. Let's be honest. You're a man. There's no man that could do it all by himself. You know? You just watch the streams how guys are just simping for certain women and really like I don't know, not very attractive women, but there's a lot of simping in this community. I've never seen so much simping in my life. Like they simp over average women. It's like kind of like it sort of takes away the whole feeling of being a man. Like when you go out with a woman, you got to play a little hard to get, but they're just like, come on, man. You got to play a little hard to get. Like, you know, maybe she can get me. But these guys today, man, they're like total simps. One of them tried to get Jeremy in trouble. Oh yeah. That was yeah. She started a YouTube channel. She put out 2 videos and she had like 10,000 subscribers. Jeremy quit the women and entered a new dimension the day he jumped onto the table and broke it and went flying. Dan had a suspicious amount of kinky costumes on demand for live streams. No, I like that he had the costumes. I thought it brought an entertainment value, like, you know, and his intro was like 20 minutes long. It was like, and we'd all be watching it. I watched it. And then he comes, "Hey guys." And he have like one of those cigarette things with like the long one. It was fun. Those were good times. And I'm like, shit. I'd watch it. And Manny Acevez really triggered me. He's like, I have 1,000 fragrances, and I don't think you should be a fragrance reviewer unless you have at least 1,000 fragrances. That triggered me. And I said, I'm going to go on. But Dan was a good sport, and you know, I don't think I don't think Dan actually believed he's. I don't think Dan actually believes he's important. I think it's all an act. Like he knows where his place is, but I think it's all an act. And that's what people don't like. It's all an act. Dan is an actor. But like as the beers go flowing, he gets a little tired and he's like, okay, I'm putting my guard down a little, but I'm still Mr. Smelly. I'm not Dan. One girl in Germany accused. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Who's Manny Aceves? Oh, Manny Aceves. He's a Spanish fragrance reviewer, and he has a really good setup, and he has like a whole production team. He puts out like a whole big production for fragrances. Fernando knows him, and he he wanted to be like I'm the elite of the elite fragrance reviewers, and it's kind of funny because when he was like not as big, he only had like 1,000 subs or so. He wrote to me and he says, hey, I would love to have you on my stream as a guest. And I just didn't like respond. Like a lot of times, like I got a lot of like when you fragrance review, you get a lot of these clone houses reaching out to you, but I never responded to them. The only reason I responded to Happy Land is the guy was really cool with me, and he was the first one to give me a free fragrance, and then he just he was nice. EJ Wells was a really nice guy, and like, dude, I was going through my messages with EJ. It must have been 10,000. 10,000. I couldn't get to the beginning because he was like on a daily basis. We used to speak to each other on the phone. It was like 10,000 messages, and he really liked my videos. Like I was his favorite because I do the funny things, and you know he liked those. But all these other clone houses that you hear about, they all reached out to me. But I'm like, I don't want that shit. Yeah, that was it. And they should all be full bottles, no samples. Dan sent me his one. He says, "Can I have your address?" And I was like, "Okay." And dude, I smelled it, and I did a review on it. I said, "This stuff smells sour," and he didn't like that. I said, "But it really did smell sour. It smelled horrible." And then I sprayed it again. I sprayed it. When I first got it, I tried it like 3 different times, and they smelled sour. And then I waited a month. I was like, "Holy shit, this stuff smells amazing!" And that's when I said, "You got to let it macerate." I still believe in maceration is real, man. Trust me. Or he was saying they all this nonsense. No, maceration is real. Maceration is real because I don't care what anybody comes up with. One of these fragrance experts like J.J. Colburn or whoever that they macerate it in the factory. I don't care. I know what my nose smells, and a lot of the fragrance I've smell very synthetic, and I wait. I spray it. George told me this. Just spray it like 10 times. Let the oxygenate. Let the fragrance, and it smells a lot better in a month or two. I don't know the technicalities of it. I don't know the science behind it. or nothing. I just know it doesn't smell synthetic and it smells a lot better. But Dan's fragrance smelled horrible. And I waited a month and it actually smelled really nice. But I never wore it. And the other one, Bon Vivre, is actually really nice too. It's really nice. The Bon Vivre is very nice. There you go. That's the smart way. That's the smartest thing to do. Don't. I have a lot of samples too, but like I've been lately buying bottles. I used to go to the mall. I used to go to the mall and just like make it a mission to ask for samples. And I'd get a lot of samples, man. And that's like I went with Chad to the mall, and he's like he didn't like that I was getting samples. I'm like, dude, but here's the thing. I'm getting three Surge Lutens, four Surge Lutens samples. To me, I'd rather have four Surge Luten samples than one of these cheap $15 fragrances. Because I enjoy the Surge Lutens or whatever, a lot more. I enjoy it a lot more. And but I guess for the channel, it's like good to show bottles. But I'm like, I don't really care. I wanna I wanna get a vibe from something. I think Rocket fell asleep. Rocket's not sleeping. So yeah, and I don't think he liked that answer. I don't understand how the fragrance reviewers keep getting basic designers when they have smelled so many high quality fragrances. Usually develop a good nose after smelling so many. I'll be honest, to me, all the designers sort of smell the same. I said that to Patrick when we were hanging out. I'm like, dude, I'm smelling 5 different fragrances. They pretty much all smell the same. They all kind of smell the same. I don't get any notes. I just get the same thing every time. It's perfumey, it's synthetic, it's harsh on the nose, and that's it. That's all I get. But with niche, you could get like the notes. So some get them for free, but some legit like wearing them like TLTG. No offense, but a lot of that's it is, man. It really is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, Wilson. That's Dan Wilson. No, what's his name? I forget. I forget the guy's name. But it's a clone house out of UK. I'm just listening while I scroll Twitter. There you go. Twitter's better than me. I don't blame you. But it's the same news, man. It's the bridge. It's the same thing. I was just there. The bridge story and Baltimore is going to be a very dangerous place, man. With what happened to that bridge, it's already a dangerous place, but I think the bridge is going to add. And here's another thing. Let me ask you about this. Rocket, you can answer me since you're scrolling Twitter. Who should pay for the reconstruction of the bridge? I think the insurance company for the ship, the cargo ship should pay. Am I wrong for thinking that? I don't understand how the US government is paying for that. Versace loan. That smells like It smells sort of like urinal cakes, but I like it. That's one of those fragrances I like. But it's sort of like a leather urinal cake, or I've heard it described as different things, but it kind of vibes with me. Yeah, Versace L'Homme. It's cheap, man. I like Versace L'Homme. It has some corals in it. Yeah, like corals. Isn't everything synthetic? Even the Creed ambergris is fake, and they used to change it on different batches. I don't think. I think Creed isn't so. I don't know, man. When I went to the mall a couple months ago, I smelled all the Creeds, and they smelled a lot more synthetic than I remember. There's a batch I have where they used something Ambrox Extreme or something weird. A lot of people didn't like it. That's the whole thing with projection. They want the fragrances to project. I don't know if I'm going crazy though, but I think their fragrances smelled a lot more natural, but their fragrances didn't project. But now what I'm smelling is they're more projection beasts, but they're not as natural. I may be going crazy, or maybe it was whatever, but for me, I like something natural that doesn't project. Right. There's a batch where I have. Oh, wait, I got that one. I bought the bottle anyway because I figured some nutcase might buy it from me or for more than I paid for it 10 years from now. You're not wrong, and it's totally out of character for the U.S. government to cover the cost of the disaster like this. Yep. It's like if I ran into the bridge, my insurance company would have to pay for it. But this is like Mexicans. What? I heard a bunch of examples today, including the Lahaina fire at Hawaii and East Palestine. East Palestine. The government didn't offer to pay. Well, you know how Joe Biden's going to do. He's like, yeah, we're going to fix the bridge, but you're going to have to get more money for Ukraine. We're going to have this loaded up bill. That's the whole game. And then they're going to say, oh, the Republicans they don't want to pay for repairing the bridge. It's all BS, man. But we know the game. It's all a big package. And Creed will be in dude. It probably lamb grab and Lahaina. I don't know about that. I have no idea. Oh boy, that caught me off guard, Angry Dan. Cyber attack. I don't get that. I mean, they're going to investigate it. Oh boy, I just read Stick's comment. That's lighten up the conversation. Sticks. I'm fucking sorry. I'm happy. I have the intelligent people on my side, like the people I like. And I genuinely like everybody here. You know, I don't like some other streams of people. Oh boy, genocidal Joe. That's why I can't have you on the stream talking. I have to have one, dude. I have to have at least one video up. Like I take all the videos down. The last three streams we did like with Duncan and you and me was like 5 hours, and then like last night was like 4 hours, and another one was like 4 hours. And I'm like, I want to put something up. I know those videos are probably a lot better, but I have to sort of, produce content. I want to produce content to have so other people who are like, "What happened, man? I haven't seen your video." So I have to have some sort of content. Anyway, I better quit while I'm ahead. 13 people here. I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad everybody could join. It's 5:17. I call my mother 6 o'clock every morning, say good morning. My mom is always in a better mood than me, which is strange. She's 88. She's like so pleasant. And then she goes, "What's wrong, Neil?" I'm like, "I'm just not as pleasant as you. I just say good morning. Like is everything okay?" Or, like, I don't know. I'm just calling. Good morning. And like, she's so friendly and so pleasant that it's like hard to compete. It's nice. She's not a nag or anything like that. But she's so pleasant, and she goes to I don't know. She calls it the center, and they have like a show every day, and like they have like she can't hardly walk, right? She has her walker, and like they have like a band playing, and all the old people are like dancing in their seats, or they have a speaker. She goes every day to this place. It's like her life. Like when she was at my sister's house, she was like, I want to go back. I want to go back to the center and see all my friends. The sad part is all her friends passed away. All her best friends, every single one of them. And she's like 88. Yeah. Dude, Six is the funniest guy. You should change your name to the teachings of Jesus. Do you really believe he? I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like a guy that reads. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that reads the Bible. But I call her every morning. So like this keeps me awake because to call her 6 a.m. But she's so happy, man. All her friends passed away. Everybody, and she's still happy. She's happy as like you wouldn't believe how happy she is. Like it's unbelievable. And she's like, "I'm just glad you and your sister are here, and you called me in the morning. I live for that." That's what she says. "I live for your phone call." But like it's nice. I'm very fortunate that I have a mother that's still alive at 59. You know, do I have your permission? No, you're not going to live to 88 drinking beers in the morning. And my mom doesn't like eat really healthy or anything. She likes those sucker candies, she eats candies all day. She loves the sugar rush or whatever. But and she does, what she does? Crossword puzzles. She loves crossword puzzles. She does crossword puzzles all day. All day crossword puzzles. And goes to her meetings. Like the things and what's the other thing she likes? Like old school things from the 1970s. She likes 1970s things. Like she doesn't like modern things. She doesn't like the computer or anything like that. She does crossword puzzles all day. I buy her crossword puzzle books. And what's the other thing she likes? Crossword puzzles. And what's the other old school thing? But that's all she does. And She says it helps with her keeping her brain sharp. Oh boy. I hate change the cuck. Oh, the cuck. That is at least it's cuck is not that bad. Can you help me get Margie back? My paintings are horrendous. Or on gypsies? That's a weird question. What do you mean on gypsies? Like people don't have a home? What does that mean, gypsies? Like people that don't have a home, like just go from place to place. I don't get it. I don't even know. It's like it's 5 a.m., man. I'm just typing in my sleep. It's 4 a.m. Go to bed. All right, me too. If Sticks is leaving, I'm leaving. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining. Take care. Peace out.